Hey everyone, good afternoon, good evening. This is KOBUSENGE Jacqueline, and you are listening to the Harmony of Minds podcast. Now, when we talk about Harmony of Minds, it's a mental health initiative that brings about mental health awareness through the creative arts. When we talk about the podcast, Harmony of Mind podcast, that's when we bring to you stories from different people from the creative industry. They talk about their journey, resilient stories, how they have failed, how they have gone through it, and how they are maneuvering their journey and their process and their creative skill. And today we're having an amazing guest today. He's called Manana, but I think he's going to talk more about himself. Have I pronounced it well?
Manana is okay. Yes,
Manana, okay, because I need to know. So
okay.
Let him kindly introduce himself.
Okay.
Who is Manana?
Where I'm from, we can if you don't get the pronunciation right. You know.
Okay.
But don't worry, you're safe today. Nobody's going to can you.
All right.
Yes, the name is Manana. Manana means a butterfly, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it symbolizes the pupa stage in the butterfly formation. You guys, you know, who went to school, you know, there's the complete metamorphosis of the butterfly stage.
Yes.
The 4 stages.
Yes.
So the pupa stage, the pupa is ugly, but out of this ugly pupa comes a beautiful butterfly.
Wow.
And so Manana represents the butterfly that eventually comes out of what you don't expect. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So that's it.
That's so interesting. Tell us about maybe your childhood. Why is it that right now it's about culture for you and music and all these other things that you're doing? What in your childhood inspired the Manana that we see today?
Okay. I think one is my father is a painter.
Oh.
He's a professional painter, but he's an architect as well. So he designed buildings for multiple people and clients. Yes. But he also painted some of works that have crossed, they've gone beyond the borders of Uganda. So my parents are artists. My mother loved to read a lot. We had a whole library at home growing up. So she read lots of books. She loved literature. She loved poetry. Wow. She loved writing.
Wow, so it was just like a cocktail of all these artistic expressions.
Absolutely,
for you.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, of course, back in the village, we had all these folk stories and tales and cooking styles. The village was a whole experience which we would need a whole week to describe that. There's so much detail in there.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
When you talk about culture, what the aspect about culture, what inspires you to draw to culture? What draws you to culture?
Okay. There are many things.
Yes.
One of the things is to enable especially African people to achieve their full potential.
Yes.
Because we spend a lot of time, emotions, energy, resources struggling to figure out who we are, in this contemporary world, So if I can make it as easy as possible for young people, especially, to understand who they are and to be inspired to look internally for inspiration, to look into themselves for inspiration, not to look outward,
true.
but look inside. I feel like that would churn out more creative artists. It would churn out more creative people in general.
Yes.
More innovation, more. Everything unique comes out when you look internally. Yes. And people generally would be at peace with themselves. Yes. And no better way to live life than to live life at peace with yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Milege in general and how it was founded. What was the inspiration behind Milege festival and the whole big, big project?
Okay, so Milege, first of all, Milege means ankorato. Yes, in Luganda we call it endege.
Yes. That
the bell, yes,
okay.
The chicka. This is a real African. Africans use sounds like chicka. Yes, so in Bunyoro it's the runyege.
Yes.
And in multiple places across Africa. So even in North Africa, which is very Arabian, you still find the Milege. It's there. Yes.
Wow.
So it's that ankle rattle you put on your belly, on your legs when you're dancing. It's like a bell when you're doing traditional dances.
Yes.
And for us, we selected that because it's a symbol of unity across the continent of Africa.
Wow.
Yes, because it's in virtually every part of Africa. And even crossing, going into Asia, and even parts of Europe, there's still countries and places that have the milege. Yeah, they have different names for it, but
still the same instrument.
It's the same. So for us, it's a symbol of global unity. Yeah, we want to promote heritage, but we want also to promote humanity, you know. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like it became, so like milege is sort of like a culture aspect that involves all human experiences.
Yes, it's one of the things we look forward to is to encouraging people to appreciate their uniqueness and enabling that appreciation to help them further appreciate other differences. Let's put it this way: appreciate your culture to help you understand and appreciate other cultures, because in life there's so many ways to live life as there are cultures in the world. Yeah, so understanding your uniqueness will help you understand that there are so many other unique ways to live life.
Yes.
And if you love and respect and explore those different unique ways, you get to realize that life can be beautiful. Yes. And that will reduce all the fights, all the hustle that we have.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, all the discrimination and all the crap that goes on in society today.
Actually, when you talk about identity, to me it becomes like even a personal thing for me, because at a certain point in my 20s, I think I had like an identity crisis, because growing up, I knew as a Mutoro, and then when you go, Olinganga, you're from the north, you're an Eastern and
You know
Itesot.
the look, yes. Yeah. By the way, you would really
And then,
ask for Itesot or north.
So it put this kind of like, who am I? You understand? And that's why you see, yes, I'm proud to be a Mutoro, but I sort of like add on some accents to sort of like say, this is what I look like, and so let me represent that. And then it created my own identity. In like, I'm like, yes, I'm an African, but I have some bits of like, I'm a Luo Babito. So I remember telling myself, but yeah, I look like I'm from the north, because us Banyora, we came from the Luo Babito.
The Luo Babito dynasty.
So, yes. So I'm like, I'm a Luo Babito. So I think as as literally creatives, and people are in the creative and the cultural sector, is for us to embrace, you know, who we are in our core. Like sometimes even how you say, like, you know, like getting like all these different aspects about who you are, and then you incorporate them in who you are. So how can someone who's like me then, who is maybe dealing with their identity, like in a cultural aspect, how can they really fully embrace their cultural, you know, identity?
I think ultimately it's honesty. How honest are you with yourself? What truly inspires you? When you look inside yourself, you know, if you're a blend of Toro and Bunyoro and Luo, you know, that is your true inspiration, you know. So that inspires you. So look, so grow it, you know, fearlessly. Yes, you know, people in the breweries. I have many friends who work in the breweries, in Nile breweries, whatever, all these other breweries. And by the way, they should pay for advertising because I'm mentioning them.
Shall go and tell them.
You know it. Yeah, they should give us money. So in the breweries, they usually have a policy that says no discrimination to people who do not drink, who don't take alcohol. Yes. So they don't want stigma, you know, amongst people who don't take alcohol. So people don't take alcohol should be able to fit in and not be discriminated just because they don't drink. Yeah. So in the very same way, you know, a space where you can express yourself without worrying about who you are.
Yes.
You know, your true identity can come out comfortably. A space that that encourages or enhances, you know, your honesty, your genuine inspiration,
your true,
vibration. Exactly what you feel is what you express. You know, many times we think things and then we evaluate them based on what the society thinks. You know, I see it with artists a lot. You know, especially musicians. Musicians will write a song genuinely what they're feeling inside, but then they'll ask themselves, I need to get this to hit on radio. I need to get this to move. I need to make money out of this. How can I change this to suit what the market demands?
Would want,
yes. And as a result, you lose that original inspiration because it's people like are following.
Who you are.
Exactly, you're following society's pressures and demands. Yeah, so always the golden question is, what is it exactly that you're feeling inside? What is your inspiration, your true inspiration without influence from the pressures outside? Yeah, and as Milegi, that is what we're interested in peaking and promoting and pushing out there to the world. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Personally, have you ever gone through that experience whereby you feel out of your identity? And if at all you've ever gone through that, how have you ever, taken yourself out of it?
Absolutely. I mean, even now, it's a work in progress. We come from a country that was colonized.
Yeah.
So even now, we're speaking a language that wasn't originally ours.
True.
A lot of the things around us, I can name it. Look at the weddings that we do. In Uganda, we do a traditional wedding,
And
a
also,
Kuhinjira or Kwanjula, then we do the church wedding or the mosque wedding. In Uganda, we have a Christian name or a Muslim name, then we have your original
our
name.
Ugandan name.
Actually, when you walk on the street and you ask people randomly, what's your name?
They'll say the Christian
They'll
name
say
or
the other name, the
Muslim.
English name or the Arabic name.
Yes.
And they'll tell you, that name, you know that other name, Nachimwero,
Even that Nach.
Akelo, yes.
Aki.
That is not the cool name,
Oh, wow.
I mean, you can look at the sports, for example. My God, guys are going to eat me up for this one.
Please,
sports.
safe
You look at
space.
football, for example.
Yes.
Everybody is shouting Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, whatever.
Yes.
And yet they have no idea about the names of the
Yes.
players on the national team. Yeah, so we suffer a huge identity crisis.
Wow.
We don't even know who we are. Yeah, because for
so
hundreds of years we've been under a colonial system. So people unconscious, and people are not even aware of this.
Unconsciously.
Yes, it's in the architecture. I look at most of the architects, doing architecture at Makerere and all these universities. The buildings they're designing are based on
European designs. Yeah.
Yes, not many are looking
No
internally.
huts, yeah.
Yes, for inspiration at indigenous concepts.
Oh, wow.
Now we have buildings that use a lot of AC. And yet we're a tropical nation. We don't need AC.
Yes.
So if the buildings are properly designed, we can have nice aeration and get
the fresh breeze.
fresh breeze without AC. The cars. How many cars do we drive that are made in Uganda? Status symbols. What here in our society? What do you buy that shows that you're a couple?
Ugandan, yes.
Yeah, you're a big boss. That you have a lot of money. Usually people buy a Mercedes. People buy a Bentley or this fancy cars. A lot of them, most of them are not from here.
Wow.
Yeah. So already we live in a society that unconsciously self-sabotages
The African originality.
Yes, and it's unconscious.
Wow. Yeah.
We look at the hair, for example. Let me not go there.
Please do. Please
My
do.
God, I pulled my nose here. But you look at the hair. I've gone into shops where they're selling wigs, and these wigs are simply mimicking,
the European
Caucasian hair.
Yes. Yeah.
And absolutely no offense to Caucasian hair. I have many friends who are Caucasian, and I love them very much, and they love me, and we connect very well. But as Africans, we need to contribute our uniqueness to the global industry.
Actually, in a way, I love what the Nigerians are doing. So the ones that are in the diaspora, whereby they're trying to embrace their African hair. I see a lot of content from people whereby your hair is simanya, beautiful. They're trying to braid it, show people how they can take care of it, and they're telling them it's not difficult to take care of your hair. You need butters. Then they start to put their culture, they used to take care of their hair, shea butter, and all these oils that they used to put. And I think maybe some people are waking up, but then as Ugandans, how do you think we can wake up from all this unconscious or subconscious sort of like, I don't want to say neocolonialism because I just hate that word, but that subconscious thing of us wanting to look a certain way, certain aesthetics, aside from us looking like we are Ugandans.
That's true. I mean, by the way, bleaching, for example. Sorry, I've just brought you in there. Bleaching.
Talk about
Bleaching is
it.
direct, where someone changes the color of their skin. Why do people bleach? Yeah,
To
it's
look
largely
like a certain,
insecurity.
yes.
Yes, because they believe that in their dark skin they don't look beautiful enough to be accepted by society. You know, so they'll take time and put chemicals and whatever to lose this
change the
beautiful
color.
melanin. You know, yeah. So ultimately, it's possible. We need education on you know, the value and the beauty that we have.
Africa, yeah.
Yes, the physiological value, because there's physiological value in melanin. You know, there's physiological value in you know, our hair and all these things. You know, you just look at sunscreen, for example. Sunscreen, when you go to the beach, I used to go to the beach, you know, back in Casablanca. There was a place called Tahiti where we used to go to chill. And people would put sunscreen, you know, all the Europeans, and again, all due respect to my European friends, because, you know, I love you so much.
Yes.
You know, but I never needed to use that. I would just lie on the beach and the sun heats me and I sweat and, you know, I go back home.
Yes.
And everybody wonders, how do you do it without sunscreen, you know? Yeah, so, and yet sunscreen has components of melanin, you know.
Oh,
it mimics our natural color, you know, our natural physiological adaptation, physiological advantage. You know, so we need to learn to believe in ourselves. Look at foods, for example. In Uganda, when you say you're eating well, what are you eating?
Most of it, pizza,
yes, pizza,
burgers.
KFC, whatever, etc. You know? And yet, when you go to the States, some of the most expensive foods, you know, are organic foods. Yes, organic foods is expensive. If you go to an Ethiopian restaurant, or you go to, you know, a Middle Eastern restaurant, and you're eating authentic, organic food.
Actually, I have an American friend of mine who was calling jackfruit and was it continental? He gave it like some name
Fancy
of food.
Name.
Yeah. I'm like, literally, you just go on a train and you just use it to come our hair.
You know,
it's like in the compound. I'm like,
you know, by the way, this is the thing about Africans. We're used to privilege. You know, and this is why we have some of the issues we have in an urban setting, because an urban setting is alien to us. For example, littering. We have a huge littering problem. People take Renzori, they throw the bottle wherever.
Anyway,
They take, you know, throw polythene everywhere. Because for us, we were used to privilege, the privilege of living in nature.
Yes.
You know.
So when you throw something, you know,
it's organic, you know. Yes. So we haven't understood that we're living an urban lifestyle, you know, where there's a chemical component, the things that are created out of chemicals, they're not biodegradable. So we're used to privilege. For example, people cut trees normally, comfortably. It's not an issue. In the village,
the slap in the face.
You know, I had a guy who came over to my place one time. He was new. He came to work in the shamba. And then, you know, he came to me and told me, you know, sir, I've worked on the place. It's looking very nice. When I reached, he had cut all the trees, you know. He said, now it's clear. Now it's nice, you know.
Jesus.
Yes, because for us, it's not a problem because the tree will always grow.
Yeah, there's that privilege.
Yes, that privilege. In other parts of the world, a tree, you know, you harness it, you